The great skua is a large seabird in the skua family Stercorariidae. The name English and species name skua is believed to originate from the Faroese skúvur and is the only known bird name to originate for the Faroes that has come into regular use elsewhere. In Britain, it is sometimes known by the name bonxie, a Shetland name of Norse origin. The genus name Stercorarius is Latin and means of dung. The food disgorged by other birds when pursued by skuas was once thought to be excrement. Description: great skuas measure 50 to 58 centimeters long, have a 125 to 140 centimeters wingspan. One study found that 112 males weighed an average of 1.27 kilograms and that 125 females weighed an average of 1.41 kilograms. Adults are a streaked grayish-brown with a black cap, while juveniles are a warmer brown and unstreaked below. They have a short, blunt tail and a powerful flight. The great skua's call is a harsh ha-ha-ha-ha. Quacking and croaking noises have also been heard. Distinguishing this skua from the other North Atlantic skuas is relatively straightforward. The herring gull size, massive barrel chest and white wing flashes of this bird are distinctive even at a distance. It is sometimes said to give the impression of a common buzzard. Identification of the skua is only complicated when it is necessary to distinguish it from the closely related large southern hemisphere skuas. Despite its name, the great skua is marginally smaller on average than the other three large southern hemisphere skuas, although not by enough to distinguish them by size in the field. Some authorities still regard the great skua as conspecific with some of these southern skuas, and as a group they have sometimes been separated in the genus Catharacta, although currently this taxonomy is not commonly followed. Origins. Genetic studies have found surprising similarities between the great skua and the Pomeranian skua, despite the dissimilar appearance. Many ornithologists now believe either that the great skua originated as a hybrid between the Pomeranian skua and one of the southern hemisphere species, presumably as a result of vagrancy or migration across the equator by the southern species, or that the Pomeranian skua evolved from hybridization of the great skua in one of the small Arctic species. Breeding. The great skua breeds in Iceland, Norway, the Faroe Islands, and on Scottish Islands, with some individuals breeding on mainland Scotland and in the northwest of Ireland. They breed on coastal moorland and rocky islands, usually laying two spotted olive-brown eggs in grass-lined nests. Like other skuas, they will fly at the head of a human or other intruder approaching its nest. Although it cannot inflict serious damage, such an experience with a bird of this size is frightening. They are a migrant species, wintering at sea in the Atlantic Ocean and regularly reaching North American waters, vagrant to Mediterranean countries. Diet. They eat mainly fish, birds, eggs, carrion, offal, rodents, rabbits, and occasionally berries. They will often obtain fish by robbing gulls, terns and even northern gannets of the catches. They will also directly attack and kill other seabirds, up to the size of great black-backed gulls. Like most other skua species, it continues this piratical behavior throughout the year, showing less agility and more brute force than the smaller skuas when it harasses its victims. A common technique is to fly up to a gannet in midair and grab it by the wing, so that it stalls and falls into the sea, where the great skua then physically attacks it until it surrenders its catch. Due to its size, aggressive nature and fierce defense of its nest, the great skua has little to fear from other predators. While fledglings can fall prey to rats, cats or the Arctic fox, healthy adults are threatened only by greater raptors such as the golden eagle, the white-tailed eagle, and more rarely, by the orca. Predation account. Unusual behavior by St Kilda's skuas was recorded in 2007 during research into recent falls in the Leach's storm petrel population. Using night vision gear, ecologists observed the skuas preying on the petrels at night, a remarkable strategy for a seabird. Gallery.